What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben. I am the Road Runner. First off, I just want to apologize. My lavalier mic went out, so I'm using a shotgun mic today. So you might hear a lot of the background noise. I apologize for that. But overall, I just want to say I got a new ride, man. You guys see the thumbnail, you see the title. It's a 2019 Corvette Z06. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And today I'm going to be going over the reasons why I ended up purchasing this car. This video is going to be great for people who are thinking about buying this car, you know, on the fence about it, maybe looking at others. But yeah, stay tuned. And I can sum it all up for you right now. The reason why I bought this car is because I can. Alright, so the overall first reason why I bought this car is because of some appreciating factors that this car has. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the Corvettes, which would be shocking if you're not, this potentially could be the last year that they make the front engine of a Corvette, because in 2020, right after this, they went to mid-engine, so they put the engine in the back, kind of in the middle, and completely changed the design and look of the car. Another first that, you know, might not happen ever again is the fact that I got a manual. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have to get a manual if you get this car. Just, you have to. And what really attracted me to the manual, not only because I like manuals and I've always been attracted to manuals in sports cars, but this potentially could be the last time that they make a manual in a Corvette. So, of course, if I buy this car, I'm thinking to myself, this might keep and hold the value of the car, because if you know you're a purist and you want a manual, this is going to be the latest model car that you can buy. And to be honest, another appreciating factor that I don't hear a lot of people talking about is that after this year they stopped making the Z06, but they're bringing it back in 2022, and nobody's ever really mentioned that, you know, there might not ever be a chance for a Z06 to be under $100,000 again. The MSRP is around $150, but as we've seen with the base Stingray C8s, as dealers sell them, they've been selling them for over asking. So we're talking about that could be in the potential of $160,000 to $180,000 depending on the car. So which makes this car a steal. Like I bought this car for around $70,000. You can find a Z06 between, you know, $60,000 to $80,000 depending on you know, what the specs, the year, and all that stuff. But this might be the last Z06 that you see for a while, the 2019, under 100, and I think that's going to hold its value, because when we talk about that, the whole allure to the Corvette brand is the fact that it's a cheap car that can keep up with supercars. I'm going to talk about that a little later, but I mean, once you start taking the Corvette and putting it into the same price range as like a baby McLaren, used McLaren or something like that, or Ferrari or Lambo, you're definitely jumping brackets there, and they're definitely trying to make a statement that they're trying to make a Corvette a respectable supercar. Is it a supercar? Depends on the person. That's completely subjective. But yeah, let's go to the next reason. All right, the next reason why I love this car, and this is pretty obvious again, but I have to say it's the looks. The looks are completely striking. We did a photo shoot of this car yesterday and got a lot of good lines. Actually, I'm gonna plug a couple shots of that photo shoot in here right now, but a lot of clean lines, very beautiful stance. It has, because it's the Z06, it has that trim all the way around that extends it past like what a regular Stingray would look like. And to be honest, I wouldn't get any other Corvette besides one that's a Z06, or even one with the Z07 package that just has a lot of aggressive lines. The wing came with this. Not sure if the previous guy who leased this car before me put that on or not, but he did black out the taillights, which I actually didn't like at first, but I've grown to like it more. It's definitely grown on me. But the overall stance of the car, the look of the car, on video it doesn't do it justice. In person, this car is a lot more menacing looking, but still, I hope you guys appreciate the lines of this car, and that's another reason why I got it. some people love it, some people hate it. Some people like the C8s more than the C7s, but this car is absolutely gorgeous. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this car. Do you guys like it? Do you like the newer body style? Do you like the C6s, the older body style? Let me know what you guys think. All right, so next, I'm gonna be going for a drive in the car, trying to get some POV footage. As you can tell right now, it's a little wet outside, but we'll see what we can do. All right, guys, now you can tell we're in the car now. I got it in sport mode. As you can tell by the road, I'm driving it on a very slippery day, and my tires are summer track tires. So I'm not gonna be pushing it too hard, but I kind of want to just get you guys to hear the sound of the exhaust and just kind of go into another reason why I like this car so much. It's just for the value of what you get with performance. It's amazing. I mean, when I say that, you know, of course it's an expensive car. I spent around $70,000 on it. It's not cheap by no stretch of the imagination. However, for the same price, you're really not going to get much that could compete with this car. I mean, the bracket that this car competes with is going to be the likes of the GT Porsche class, or even higher, the GT3 Porsche class, or even higher, like the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris. But those price tags are on a whole nother tax bracket compared to this car. This car, if I haven't said it already, has 650 horsepower with 600 foot-pounds of torque, and it's just a great platform to really immerse yourself into a higher speed driving. And that's really like what made me want to go for this over just more of a grand touring, more luxurious car that I'm gonna be, you know, just kind of hanging out in. This car is definitely track focused. On the inside and interior and stuff like that, you don't really have the luxuries that you would in other vehicles at this price point. So, but with 650 horsepower, supercharged V8 motor, there's really little to complain when it comes to luxurious, because if you're buying this car, let's be honest, you're buying it for the speed, you're buying it for the title, you're buying it for because you want a Corvette. And with that comes, for me at least, a little bit of respect, because the platform I have is a manual. You're driving a manual 650 horsepower. You know, I'm not gonna go out here and just pretend and act like I'm the best driver in the world and push it until, you know, it's absolute limits, because it could kill you. Let's be honest, this is a car that can spin out very easily. It's meant to go sideways in its own respect. But overall, it's a blast to drive, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted a Corvette for a little over a year now, and I sought after it and made sure I wanted to get the right one. Guys, and the last reason why I ended up buying this car was because of you. To be honest, I really wanted to have a car I could focus on and drive and, you know, do stories with and build, and have multiple different outlets for YouTube and then other car content. The last car I had, I felt I was limited. I knew if I wanted to get back into building the channel, I would want to focus it around something that just had a little bit more of a platform to it. And that ultimately was another reason why I ended up buying this car. If, you know, we can get to the point where I can continue being monetized, I'm very close. And it adds to what I can afford, you know, there's going to be a whole lot more upgrades and things to come in the future. So I appreciate everybody that watches, even if you don't like me, don't like the car, don't like, you know, whatever, you're just mad. I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you for even commenting whether it's good or bad. So thank you again. I'm excited to go. I'm gonna do one more pull. I'm gonna let this car kind of get ahead of me, roll down the window, you know. Make sure there's no cops, cause woo! Yes. Oh, I can't wait. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. It's been a blessed year, last year and this year. It's been a while since I posted, so I do promise I will have more content, and I have a lot more cars that I need to update you guys on. This isn't the only one. I have a build, I have another new car that's a daily driver. And then I also need to provide updates on the last cars I had. So again, thank you guys for watching. Again, I appreciate it, and have a blessed day.